Hey guys, it's Mindy and welcome back to my channel. I am so glad that you stopped by. Today we are going to be renovating a home in Brindleton Bay, and I'm super excited to share this with you because I think it turned out really well. I originally wasn't going to do a speed build of this home simply because when I built this, it was for like personal play. Like I was just playing to play for fun. I wasn't recording or anything, and but while I was doing it, like it's just when you start making YouTube videos, you always feel like even when you're playing, you're like, man, I should be recording this. And that's, it's really not a bad thing. Like, it was just my house. I was like, well, you know what? I'm already building it, so I might as well just record it anyways. But I'm glad that I did because it turned out really well. This home is called Domus Familiars. I don't know. But it was a hot mess. I wish that I did a walkthrough of this because there was one room that literally just had a bed. It was just a bed in this room. So I was like, what in the world is going on? But one thing that really attracted me to this house was had a very open layout, and I was playing as a stay-at-home mom who had a toddler girl and just had twin boys, and so I really love the idea of that really like open space. And when I'm playing The Sims, like I really enjoy like light open space depending on what I'm playing. And with a stay-at-home mom, I just felt like that was something that I really wanted, so that was kind of what I was going for when I was building it. I definitely had the whole stay-at-home mom idea in my mind. So yeah, you've kind of seen it come together. I did keep, for the most part, I feel like you can tell that it's the same house. I didn't change like super too much, I feel like I added a few walls and some like dormers and stuff, but for the most part, I made it a little bit more spacious, but I feel like you can still tell it's a home. So like I said, I'm really happy how it turns out. I hope you guys enjoy it as well. So we have so much to talk about. It has been a minute since I have been on my channel, and I do apologize for that. If you guys have been keeping up with me on Twitter, you know that Suburban Simmer and I have been working on a machinima, and this was a really big project for us. Neither one of us have ever done a machinima, and so it required a lot of research and a lot of tutorial watching and trial and error. And I have to say, if you create machinimas, you are amazing because it was a lot harder than I expected it to be. There's like times when I would think like, oh man, I got like a half hour worth of just like videos, and no, it would be like 2 minutes because once you edit everything, oh my god, I'm just telling you guys, it takes a lot. And so Suburban Simmer and I have just been a little bit absent from our channels for that, but I did try to get out a few speed builds. So I got out the strip mall speed build, so be sure to check that out if you haven't seen it already. I really enjoyed doing that. I love doing community lots. But anyways, I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to be working on my game save file, and yeah, I also need to get back to my Not So Berry challenge. So if you've been watching that, it's been a while, and I apologize. It wasn't intentional. I don't want to give it up. I love my Not So Berry challenge. I've had so much fun with it. And I did talk in my last video about how if I was going to give anything up, it was going to be my Simmers You May Know. And I hate to say that. And it's nothing personal because I really do enjoy watching, like looking at your builds and going through them and seeing what you did with certain things. I love to do that, so don't take it personally. I think a lot of it was the way that I set up the video. I'm the type of person that sets my goals a little bit too high, and then I tend to overwhelm myself. So yeah, I think that's what I did with that series. And I don't know. I always said that if I wasn't having fun, I wouldn't do it anymore. But I am going to give this series a little bit more time. And the reason for that is, if you don't know what Simmers You May Know is, I asked people on Twitter to drop their gallery ID, and I would download their homes and showcase them on a video. And I got a lot of responses. I have all of their houses in my game, and we're ready to roll. And then what I was doing is I was touring the houses, and then I would go create a family in cast mode that I felt like fit in that house. And it was just really overwhelming, especially creating families for like every house. It was just, and I think that's what really got me down. So I think this time I'm just going to tour houses. We're just going to forget the family thing. We're just going to tour houses. And I think that's going to make me feel a lot better. And I think we're going to be able to get more done that way, because I feel like we're at this point, like, for a half-hour video, we are touring only 2 houses and making 2 families. So it's just not working out. But yeah, so there's that. And if it doesn't work out, you know, if I don't enjoy it and we have to get rid of it, that's okay. It's nothing against you guys. It's just, you know, it is what it is. So I'm really enjoying my Not So Berry challenge. Like I said, I do need to get back on it. Things are getting pretty tough in the Not So Berry challenge world. If you have been keeping up with that, our Mint generation, she is an elder now, and we still have things to do, and we're a little bit behind, and she's going to kick the bucket soon. So that's been a little bit interesting. I have also considered, when I was doing this, like just personal play, I've also considered actually doing a let's play of like a stay-at-home mom. My concern with that is there's really no drama, and I know everybody loves sim drama. But when I play my game, like when I was playing just for personal play the other day, I was just having so much fun just being a stay-at-home mom, taking care of the kids, and the husband went to work, and we did the laundry, and it was just, I don't know, it was just so relaxing. There wasn't anything going on. There wasn't any crazy violence and anything weird like that. It was just so much fun. And I know some people do look for those like relaxing type videos, which I think is like really neat. And for me, that's kind of like my idea of fun. When I play The Sims, I love that just relaxing, quiet gameplay. I like to play like very realistic gameplay. But then there are times that I do like to go off and do something super crazy. But yeah, I was thinking about turning that into a let's play. So let me know down below if you would watch that. I'm curious, because I have heard a lot of people tell me that they enjoy the more relaxing, quiet let's plays, and it's just people playing The Sims, and that's what I do anyways. I enjoy to watch people just play The Sims. So yeah, let me know what you think. So, this house, you have seen the landscape come together, and, I'm working on my landscaping skills, but this was meant to be kind of everywhere. It's not meant to be like super tidy, because I feel like it kind of blends in with the rest of the scenery surrounding the house. Excuse me. So yeah, it's a very simple yard. There is a lot of, landscaping around, but it's kind of like wild landscaping. So, and then in the back I have just a swing, but I do end up putting in like a grill and a picnic table, but I left it open. I didn't put a fence there because I just felt like it looked really good open, and I felt like it just kind of flowed into the field behind it. And yeah, I really like that. So I kind of imagine that like if I was a kid there, that I would love to like go back in that field and play ball, or, you know, take a walk or whatever. So the inside of this home, like I said, I was trying to keep it really open, and I was thinking a lot about myself, I have to admit, because I'm a stay-at-home mom. So I was thinking a lot about how I would like my house if I was, if I could mother load and build a house. Fortunately, I can't do that. So yeah, I was just really thinking about that, and I love the open areas when I'm playing The Sims. I love the bright areas. It's just so much easier to manage, especially when you're playing with, like, when you have a lot of toddlers. And in this case, she had twin boys and a toddler girl. So the toddler girl is actually getting ready to age up, so that's good. But, yeah, I just like the open spaces, and so that's what I was really going for in this house. And that was one thing that when I looked at the house originally, before it was renovated, it was really open, and so I really enjoyed that. And I just kind of like went with it. And actually I'm gonna have to like put in before and after pictures, because a lot of the floor plan I didn't change much from the original place. I mean, there's like, I think I moved like the bathroom and the stairs around, but for the most part, it's pretty much the same as it was in the original house. So I thought that was pretty cool because I wasn't really thinking about that when I was building this, but it turns out really neat. The kitchen is probably one of my favorite kitchens that I have ever done. I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the colors in the end, and I love, love, love the big window by the sink, because if I had that window by my sink, I would have no problem doing dishes, or I probably would, because I'd just be staring out the window. I don't know. But yeah, this house, I'm not somebody that's like, I've thought before, like, what's my dream house, and let's build it on The Sims. Like, I've done it before, but not a whole lot. And when I was building this house, I just kind of felt like I was almost catering it to like my style. Like, this is how I would want it. And I was like, is this my dream home? Is this my dream home right now? But yeah, that's kind of what I just kept catering it to how I would want it. And I think, like, I just felt like this is probably the type of house that I would want eventually. And the fact that she's like a stay-at-home mom, like, I don't know, I connected with these Sims. So yeah, I end up catering it a lot. There's a room upstairs. I did the whole open window thing on the top of the roof, and I executed it okay. It took a minute to get it down, but I have to admit, like, the painting's off from like the painting in the wall and the siding. It looks a little bit weird when you're looking up at it in a first person view, so I do apologize about that. But anyways, so I made this like room, and it's like sectioned off almost like a little sunroom upstairs right before you get to the balcony, and I just like fell in love with it. I love to read. And so I was like, oh my goodness, like, if this was my room, I would have this little bench here, and I would have my knitting stuff here, and I would have a bookcase here, and a little table with my coffee here, and a little pet bed for my dog. And I was just thinking about like how much I would love to have that little room, and I was like, man, I'm really connected to this house, I guess. So maybe this is my dream home, you guys. So I did also equip this house with animal pet stuff. So there is some dog toys, obviously the food bowl, and I think there's definitely some dog beds too. Also, I did eventually, kind of like last minute, I added a litter box and some like a cat bed and another food bowl upstairs. I didn't add a scratching post, so if you do get a cat, you're definitely gonna have to get like a scratching post so they can scratch their nails. But yeah, other than that, this is a pet-friendly home. When I was making these Sims, like I said, I made the two parents and then the little girl, and I just thought it was really sweet that the little girl would have like a dog by her side, and I have a pit bull, so naturally, of course, I made a pit bull, and it was so cute because I had originally done this house it like kind of last minute because I was getting really antsy. I just wanted to play, and I was like, oh, forget it, I'm just gonna like barely furnish the house and everything will be okay. So I did end up going back and like redoing the upstairs for you guys because I just did it really fast. But the before toddler room actually had a little pet bed in it, and so every night when she would go to bed, the dog would go in and sleep beside her, and I just thought that was so cute. I loved it. So yeah, I know that probably didn't make sense, but basically, like, I renovated the house, and I was like, no, I just want to play, so I just, like, threw a bunch of furniture in there, and I don't know, I'm sure you guys have done it at some point. So the living room is coming together, and I really love the use of this like light tan color with the blue. Usually I prefer like blue and white together for like really light, airy, kind of beachy feeling, but I loved how these colors kind of brought out the colors in the floor. I never used that floor. I think it, like, before I thought it was like really ugly. I just didn't like it. And when I put it down and started using like this blue and this tan color, I just felt like it looked really, really well, especially with the light walls and like those paintings and all of the tan furniture. If I were to zoom out on this, you could just see all of the tan furniture and the blue. I mean, you can look at it right now. All of the tan furniture and the just like pops of blue. I just feel like it turned out so well. It looks so pretty. I love it. And again, this is probably like the kind of things that I would have in my dream home. Now I did clutter this home, but I didn't clutter it as much as I normally do. Typically, I super clutter houses, especially like family houses. I love that. But I didn't super clutter this house. I am thinking about doing like an eclectic house type thing. I saw SimLissy build one, and of course you guys know that I love SimLissy, so I've seen her eclectic style house, and it's like a single mom and just, I don't know, like they're just like wild kids, and she's like a free spirit and all that stuff, and I absolutely fell in love with that house that she did, and I want to try to attempt something very similar to that. I don't know when, probably won't be anytime soon, but that is kind of something that I have been thinking about as well. But I definitely need to get these speed builds pumped out because, of course, with the new game pack coming out, there's going to be a lot more buildings for me to make. Yeah, so we're going to have more beach houses to build, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So, of course, I imagine I'm probably going to be focusing on that pack a lot when it does come out. But yeah, I can't wait for it. I'm super excited. I already have it pre-ordered, and I'm definitely going to be doing a review. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a Let's Play. I don't really know what I'm doing with it yet, honestly. I don't know. Well, I'll think of something, and I'll come back to you, just because I feel like so many people are going to be doing Let's Plays, and of course so many people do reviews, and it's kind of hard, like when like, you know, the game changers, they get like early access and stuff, and so it is a little bit hard because they get to review it before we do. And so when you're a YouTuber and by the time it's already come out, you almost feel like, what's the point, like so many people have already reviewed this. But I'm going to do it anyway just because I think it's fun. So we'll see. I'm really excited for it. So by now you have seen me come to the upstairs. I completed the children's bathroom. For some reason, I had a door from the daughter's bedroom into her bathroom. I must have been thinking that I was going to make that the master at some point. But I think I changed the master to the middle room because they have doors to a balcony and you wouldn't want a child in there. So I did take the door out and put it in the hallway. So really there's like no ensuite, but I kind of imagine the black and white bathroom is what the parents would use and the other bathroom is what the kids would use. So moving on to the parents' room, as you can see, the baby's room, the nursery is already done because she had babies, obviously, and I just wanted to do their room already and make it look really cute, and it is. I'll put some screenshots in so you guys can see it. I just love how it turned out. It's super adorable. I don't make nurseries a lot. I usually just make toddler rooms and throw in a like a crib. Sometimes I don't even do that. Sometimes I make like kid rooms and just throw in a toddler bed and a crib. Like, there you go, that works. Just because I hate, like, not hate, I just don't like updating the rooms every time my sim children grow up. But yeah, so the blue room, the nursery is already done. The daughter's room, she's a toddler, her room is done, but I did it in that really fast way that I was telling you about, so I do go back and kind of touch it up a little bit. I also go back and touch up the office space because that was another space that I just kind of threw things in there. And then I wanted to add some like flowers growing up the wall, like vine type thing growing up the wall. I don't know, I feel like I kind of overdone it but like in the front, but oh well, I think it still looks really cute, so I'm pretty pleased with it. I love this little balcony area. I thought it would be great for the parents. I stick some flowers out here, and I just thought it would be like really cute if they came out in the morning to just sit and read a book, or in the nighttime when it's like really nice out, just sit and read a book. So that's kind of what I was going for. And then I messed around with these flowers for a while. I don't know why. I don't know what I was doing. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing these little balconies. Usually I kind of dread doing balconies. They're just not my thing, I guess. Like, I'm not big on like doing porches and balconies and all that stuff, but I don't know, I really enjoyed it in this build. So this is the parents' room. As I was saying, they have like their own little laptop. I did give their room a little bit more clutter, I guess. I don't know why I felt the need to do that. I just did. So like I stick like their little, those are blankets in a basket, but to me they remind me of like knitting because that's where I keep my knitting stuff, like in a basket. And so that's kind of what I think of every time I see that. Like, I think it's like knitting supplies, which would be really, really cool to like have that in The Sims, like sewing and knitting. Oh my goodness. I just thought about that. I should be on The Sims team. Guys, let's be honest. So anyways, yeah, I finish up the parents' room and I work a little bit more. I add some more vines to the outside because I wanted the outside to look really nice, and it's almost like a Cape Cod cottage type thing, and you don't really imagine like a family living here, but I do imagine that they did a lot of renovation in this house because the outside of the house is like way different than the inside, but at the same time it all goes together, even though it's like some of the old, I don't know, it's like old meets new, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I did put some flowers going up the chimney. I love doing that, but sometimes I do get really, really carried away with it. I go a little bit crazy. So obviously you guys probably saw that window there that's like, kind of almost like it's open, like you could pull it open. And I've seen other people do it. I've watched a tutorial on how to do that, I think from like Kate Emerald, but I've also seen Simlissy do it as well. So, you know, it wasn't my idea, but I wasn't like stealing it from somebody. A lot of people have done it, and I just thought it was like really, really neat. And so I did that, but then when I was, I painted that little room upstairs blue, and when I was working on it, I guess I just didn't do the roof because then the outside of the roof was a different color. I don't know, it was a mess. Anyways, this is room that I told you I was like totally thinking about myself when I did this room. I was like, oh my gosh, I would have this here and I would have this here, and yeah, you guys, I'm pretty sure this is like I just created my dream house, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted some like really sweet decorations, and I love those little decorations. I didn't even know that we had those paintings before until my brother used them in a house, and I was like, where did that come from? Like, I've always had it, and yeah, I really love those paintings, those little swatches. They're just really pretty, and I like them in all the different swatches. So then moving out here, we do the back patio. And I don't really add too much to the back patio. I think I put some like planter boxes because it is pretty small. And I think I leave that little table. So I have not, to be honest, I have not checked if they can get around that table because I sized it down. So I apologize if you get it in your game and they can't walk around that table. You could just take it out if that's the case. So I do apologize if that doesn't work for whatever reason. And then over here is where I decide to add the cat box. And I kind of was like looking around the house. I was like, where can I put this cat box? And I thought about maybe the extra bathroom, but that bathroom's like way too tiny. And then I thought about the big bathroom. And then I was like, no, because the toddler seat's like right beside it. And I could just imagine the toddler playing with cat poop. Again, I was thinking about myself, you guys. Like, as a stay-at-home mom, you think about these things. So then I don't really know what I did here. Like, I just added like this little collection of like random pictures or something. I don't know. It's okay though. In the end, it's okay. Then I tried to make like runner carpets here. It doesn't work. So I do use these little things. I just feel like when you have a long hallway like that, it just adds a little bit more to it. So I was originally not going to redo this room, but the toddler is going to be aging up in like 3 sim days. So I decided to go ahead and make her room look a little bit more mature. She still has her little toddler bed, but I just wanted to make it look a little bit more mature. That way when she ages up, I can just replace it with a kid bed and she will be ready to go. As you can tell, I don't like redoing my kids' room every time. So yeah, I think kids have definitely plenty of stuff to do in this house. Downstairs, there is, tons of activities. There's a crafting table, there's toy boxes. That way, if, you know, mom's doing dishes or folding laundry, she's able to watch the kids. And again, that's something that I was thinking of while I was doing it. So I have enjoyed doing this house so much, you guys, and I'm so glad to be back. I'm constantly thinking about what I can do next. I'm gonna get some Not So Berry episodes out to you. Please check out my machinima. Tasha did episodes 1 and 3, and I did episodes 2 and 4. So you do have to switch back and forth from our channels, but we just thought that was like a really neat, just a really neat thing to do. So we really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this speed build. Please keep your eye out for more speed builds on the way, you guys. And yeah, it's been crazy, but it's been so much fun, and I really hope that you enjoy the machinima as much as we did. We put so much work and effort into it, and it turned out great. So yeah, I'm really happy to have you guys here, and my channel has grown crazy, so crazy, and I'm just so thankful and so blessed that so many people have found me interesting enough to watch. But yeah, actually we finished up doing a little bit more in the kitchen, which I'll leave some screenshots definitely for you guys with the kitchen, because I just love that view with the windows there. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think I should do next. I love doing community builds, of course. I was kind of focusing on Del Sol Valley for a while, so I do need to get some mansions out. But after losing that one mansion, I lost the whole mansion after I did. I was so mad. I've kind of like strayed away from mansions since then. But let me know what you guys think I should add. We just need to fill up my game save file so you guys will have everything. And so I'm thinking of a lot of the community lots that we need, like libraries and, you know, coffee houses and things like that. But yeah, let me know what you guys would like to see me build, or the let's play, if you guys think I should do the stay-at-home mom let's play, even though it's going to be kind of boring. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm excited for it. So yeah, I'm just going to finish up the kitchen here, and then I do go in and finish up the study area because it was looking pretty drab. I don't know, the study area turns out okay, but the big bookcase is a little bit blank. So yeah, anyways, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please follow me on Twitter, check me out on Twitch. I haven't streamed for a while, but I'm hoping to get back to doing that soon. And follow me on Tumblr. I will have the whole story put up for my machinima, so be sure to check that out as well. And yeah, if you guys have any comments, leave them down below. Constructive criticism is always welcome. And let me know what you guys think. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And again, check out Suburban Simmer and check out our machinima, because guys, we put so much work into it. And yeah, with that being said, I love you all. I will see you later. Bye.